Welcome, Spikelings, to the Shark Typhoon.
On the play. Keep this, play Rebirth turn 1. Look kind of tough to catch it from behind there. I know it's just bantering, but it's like Spike, you top decked all lands and discard spells. Pretty bad at playing from behind. Your opponent's top deck Coco, you top deck nothing. I don't know. So obnoxious. So we're just playing Halfling. 3 Halfling, 3 Bowmaster, 3 Ragavan, 2 Sheoldred. Is playing the Saga build. Yeah, pretty different. Because I would play Sheoldred in the Saga version, but I wasn't at the when I played it on stream. The Sheoldred has just been like so key to these builds, I think. Oh, the Mire? Could also be Coffers still. The Delta kind of makes me think it's the Mire. Pitching a Fatal Push. Don't need to respond to this yet. Wow, just no scam? My opponent must have a Bowmaster if they're doing this. I guess that's a big point against the extra copy of Night's Whisper is opposing Bowmasters, huh? I guess no. I shouldn't play the castle into the Field of Ruin. Well, it's hard to expect that my opponent would have a Malakir Rebirth here. Did I say the Pirate Monkey has become a play-drill dependent card in many matchups? I would say that has literally always been the case for Ragavan. Worth the play fetch Shadow of Doubt? I think you gotta hold it for push. We'd also go and evoke Grief into... Oh, they do have Shadow of Doubt. Kind of crazy to have so many cards after like just double naturally griefing. Instead of double Night's Whisper. If this was open decklist, what would it do? Still hold? I think so, yeah. I don't think it's too hard to play around it here. So it's Shadow of Doubt, 3 mystery cards. I need to hold my Murderous Cut for their own Sheoldred. Why don't we just go ahead and use this now so we can castle? And since it says Cofferless Coffers, I mean, it's mono black without Coffers, yeah. Okay, let's go and use the Murderous Cut now. They have another one? Oh, they're just cycling take 2 for no reason? I guess just wanted to cycle. It's gain 2. They have to, I guess they don't have to jump, but they're going to 1 if they don't. Yeah, Murderous Cut's really good. I think I haven't played like the actual Mire yet. Like they're still playing the Shadow of Doubt seems to be the big difference, or the only difference. I think I'm gonna just bring in. This is a matchup where you want to go down at least 1 Thoughtseize, but probably don't want to go up Tourach. Yeah, probably play like Hearse and second cut over 2 of the Thoughtseizes. How often can you cast Murderous Cut efficiently? Often enough for me to be registering it in the deck. I don't know exactly what you mean by that, but it's good. It's good. The card's good. The card's good. It sets you up for like a lot of really good turns where you double spell. Very awkward to not have an untapped black source. You didn't bring in Tourach? Yeah, I know I didn't bring in Tourach. I meant to not bring it in. What made Ragavan play draw depend other than Ren? Yawgmoth, Midnight, Ledger Shredder, just blockers. Mostly blockers, I guess. Take both Sheoldreds or both. I think I take both Sheoldreds, honestly. Like that card is so nuts in the Mire. The fact that they now only have 1 copy is kind of big. Yeah, Leyline binding. I don't know, like the whole like this isn't probably that crazy, right? Ragavan has like always been a super play draw dependent card, very, very insane on the play, fine on the draw, you know. But like Ragavan is also it's also a very high variance card. Like it's like that dynamic makes it high variance. Like you're gonna have a lot of spots where it is like the worst card in your deck by a lot to draw, the worst card in your deck like the whole course of the game, and some games where it's just the best card in your deck by a lot. So yeah, it's just 2 mystery cards. Oh, field their Malakir Rebirth and then cast it with Voidwalker. That is kind of fun. Probably won't come up that often, huh? Spit over a record? I don't know. I have it somewhere, but I'm just not kind of not sharing anymore. I do think I want to field here. Yeah, today we're 7-4. Is tomorrow my last day of stream for a while? No, next Thursday is the last stream for a while. Oh, sorry, I thought I had time to get the upkeep step. There seems risky against Shadow. I mean, it's symmetrical if they Shadow, which is fine, I think. Yeah, they also may have boarded it out. Draw 3. Night's Whisper, I think. Send the Sheoldred. I think I don't get in for one. I want to be able to have a chumper for hers. Okay, I do have Takenuma to get the Sheoldred back if I'm super desperate. Oh, never mind. Right. Their own ring. It's an interesting game. It'd be kind of hard to not draw like a Bowmaster or Sheoldred next turn to punish this, but we could brick. Did kind of brick. I do think I'm supposed to also reset my ring here, unfortunately. Oh, pro everything, of course. Always forget every single game. Discard 2 deltas. So them tapping this now is better if they draw Bowmaster, but worse because now they're taking damage. Oh, Bowmaster, a little too deep, huh? Also forgetting pro everything. Every turn of every game, every player forgets protection from everything. Yeah, including me. I'm not excluding me. So I can't Malakir Birth because of the hearse. I think my opponent's going to attack me with the hearse. You're not. But I still have protection from everything. Okay. Draw 2. Just main phase this for the extra damage, I think. Is Tourach really worth it? I didn't bring in Tourach. I don't think it's good to have. I think like Sheoldred's better, and I don't think you want the extra 4 drops. I cut Sheoldred for Tourach against 4 color though, but I think you want 1 or 0 Sheoldred against them, not 2 for sure. If they Malakir Rebirth, we just let it resolve, because then they're just dead. I guess they could still... They would... I don't know if they've played a land or not. If they have a land, they could play a ring or something. So they'll take my ring... They took my Malakir Rebirth. Okay, now they go to 1. And they're dead. They have no outs. I'll say that Dingo was like, Dingo told me I had way too many cards for Living End. I think I've got enough cards. Disconnect again, thanks to Twitch Prime. Like, yes, you could win game 1, so Living End is just so nuts. Wooded Foothills, Temple Guarding, Crashing Footfalls, okay. Sheoldred is pretty good against Rhinos. I mean, we're 1-1 against Living End today, I think. Maybe we're 2-1 against it. It's not like I don't think the matchup is like unfavorable, but you can lose. Four relics help in the Coffers version. Yeah, I mean, we have 4 Voidwalkers, though. Shouldn't that be, like, roughly the same? Maybe even better for us than you. Maybe better to have the relics, right? Chalice? You can play... Chalice is just, like... I think it's worse than Leyline, and you have like Ratchet Bomb for this matchup, Leyline for the other one. Awesome, Disconnected. Glad you're coming and supporting the stream. Thank you for that. So if I Field of Ruin the Xander's Lounge and they get Island, they can still Binding my Sheoldred. I don't really feel like the extra Bowmaster does a lot here. And it's like also their whole turn too, which is something, although it can be their whole turn if they have 10 power in play, I guess. Yeah, but that game, if we had a Chalice, they had Force of Vigor, you know. Some games against Living End are just like this. You're just dead. Oh, we also have Urborg. The Binding is 2 mana. Solitude my Sheoldred. Argorn. 13 months or 10 months, thank you. Don't know where 13 came from. A Violent Outburst me? I can still draw a ring and get out of this, but get fire. You would think Rhinos would be more popular with how popular this game is. Yeah, maybe. Rhino seems pretty reasonable. It's bad against Living End, but it's pretty good against Yawgmoth and Scam, and it's kind of like neutral against 4-color. Why are they besaging in response to my Thoughtseize? I can't take that. You just have nothing left? Yeah, nothing left. I guess I can kill a Rhino by pinging double block, Rebirth the Bowmaster. So I'm taking 3 from my own stuff and 6, 8 from my opponent, so I go down to 2. Probably just find a concede. Living End sideboard Rhinos. So much worse at open deck lists. Although, okay, what about this? Living End, Rhinos in the sideboard, but you just keep the fucking Living Ends in. And they just don't bring in their graveyard hate because they see that you have Rhinos at the side. But you like pretend like you're siding against the Rhinos. think even like your best series of redraws don't get you out of this. Okay. Probably just would have been fine to concede a second ago. To bring in the Ratchet Bombs, get to bring in the Path of Peril. Happy to play this matchup again, honestly, it's been a little while. Need a little bit of a refresher. I've also been missing the Shadow of Doubt. I think I want to go back up to the Shadow of Doubt over the Third Whisper. Just side out all spell pierce and stand for game 2, so opponents and stuff to play around them. Yeah, it's reasonable. Is Cut playable into the 5-color version against Rhinos? Yeah, I think even if you like they showed us Omnath, you know. I think I still want the first Cut. I know they're not on Murktide, but actually maybe I should even have. Should be down a push though. Oh, I didn't realize they were playing 70 cards. What the fuck? Yeah, I didn't realize they were playing 70 cards. Huh. I think this deck is better than Coffers, but you know, they both have their issues. We talked kind of at length of like why this build over that one. The biggest points, just to say the same thing for the 1000th time, I guess, is you get to play Grief Malakir Rebirth, which is a really big game, something you really want. And also like Coffers, I think, is like also just kind of very win more in the shell, where if you're curving out at 4, Coffers does not help you out on turns 1 through 4. It actively like does not help you generate mana on turns 1 through 4. It's good on turns. So on turn 4, it can give you up to 5 mana, but you curve out at 4, so you can go like 4-drop, 1-drop on turn 4. When you curve out at 4, like having like Coffers as your mana engine is worse, and boy, do you just have so many games. You have so many games that you just don't do anything with your Coffers deck. Coffers has a huge fail rate that I think that I don't know like why it feels like players don't acknowledge it, but I've played a lot of Coffers, and boy, does that deck just like have to like. You have to keep like a lot of bad hands that are functional, because you have so many hands that are not functional that you have to mulligan. You have so many like rough top decks. You have just so many bad hands. You're like can be very weak to like, you know, Besage you on your Urborg. Ugh. There's just a lot going on. I want to get the Voidwalker down so I can cast Footfalls potentially. Domain Zoo? I've never liked Domain Zoo, really. It's okay. It's not like, it's really not anything super special. So they have to bounce Voidwalker. I'm gonna ping them. I want to put the Teferi underneath the Voidwalker next turn. Don't play that Ratchet Bomb, I think. Yeah, people play Karn in the Coffers deck, not having to play Karn, or, like, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Karn in this style deck, I think. Would you just consider Sign and Blood over Night's Whisper? Are you typing Sign and B because, like, you're getting around the chat moderation settings? Like, we have it moderated there. We have Sign and Blood muted. We've had, like, it's, like, literally been suggested so many times. We have it muted. I don't know if you're just like, this is just how you say Sign and Blood if you're intentionally getting around it, but it's Night's Whisper is better. I think we have to, I guess the comment isn't pinned anymore. But like, you just have to mulligan a lot of hands too, because you have like Swamp, Field of Ruin, Sign and Blood, instead of Swamp, Field of Ruin, Night's Whisper, which is always keepable. As sweet as Sign and Blood is. Has it been that bad today? Yeah, we literally had to mute it, like, just all the first time chatters coming in. Have we considered? We've considered Sign and Blood, yeah. We've considered it. What? How is this their turn? Death Troll? Maybe, I don't know. The trolls win if that's the case. Yeah, I guess that's fair. You maybe think blood is like censored. But yeah, that's actually like a really fair conclusion to come to. You think the word blood is censored in like moderation settings. I think I'm just Voidwalker again. Okay, game 3. Yeah, Peer into the Abyss, on the other hand. That's a combo with Bowmaster, right? I feel like we need to test more of the Scales deck, too. Scales did feel like a pretty good ring deck the other day. Okay, Voidwalker saving our Field of Ruin hand. Let's keep this. Let's put back the Bowmasters, I think. But it's also a mulligan 6. Probably just play the field turn 1. I don't like imagine that they have domain, but I've seen like sometimes they play Scion of Draco and they could go like Steam Vince Scion if I played the Urborg. I like field today. It's been feeling okay. I haven't been playing very well. I think it's definitely been feeling okay. I also like there's been I think at least one game, maybe 2 games, like against like the Sam combo player especially. Like I kept just kind of a slow hand on the draw that like I would have like definitely mulliganed if it was open deck list. And I got like very flooded game 2, but I feel like that matchup is likely pretty good, but maybe not. Whole grain 6 months, thank you. Let the grief resolve. Fury, Solitude, Omnath, Ardent Plea. So like really easy Omnath take, right? Yeah. I can see why they're thinking so long. But if they cast the Ardent Plea, I can go like sacrifice Voidwalker, choose Crashing Footfalls, Path of Peril. And right now they don't have a white or red card to pitch to Fury or Solitude. And if they do draw one, I can still just Path of Peril their Footfalls. Does it seem like land destruction is weaker in Modern compared to the past? Written 6 is still legal, yeah. Written 6 is still legal. Land destruction is still not very good. Or like pillage, you know, those kind of cards. Could also cast Omnath. Yeah, let's cast Omnath. No, this is game 3. I know we've got the record tracker down, but this is game 3. Oh, fuck. Pretty good turn 3. Yeah, it's so funny to have Omnath in play in the mono black deck. Okay, so we're 10 and 6 today. Obviously not like as good as we've been performing. Not too bad either. Not too bad either. Still definitely a deck that's in the running. Kind of running out of time. Thankfully I've got some like PT testing with the team tonight that should help clarify some things, but as for now, I'm going to be back tomorrow. I think we'll do some scales tomorrow, and likely something else. Let's raid